Hello, you beautiful lot. We're going to add to the past life playlist today. And it will be the same spread I done last time, but with slightly different cards. Because we're going to use the Angel Wisdom cards. There'll be timestamps. So go to your timestamps if you want to. It's in the description. So we're going to use the tarot cards, right, in the middle for the lesson. And on these cards, the Angel Wisdom, you've kind of got three messages. Well, this one you haven't because you've got, well, you have. No, you haven't. We need a minor. Right, so on the minor arcanas, up from ace to 10, you've got three messages. You've got the actual card, you've got the angel, the archangel that's related to the card, but you've also got the major arcana that's also related to the card. So there's just more messages. That's why I'm using this deck. I don't know why I wanted to explain that, but I did. Didn't I? Are we on? We are. So it'll be between pile 1 and pile 2. And sometimes I just think, it's helpful to know what's influencing you now sometimes. 111, as I said that. So that seems to be a theme. Seems to be a theme. There's a song, and I don't know if it's related to right now or if it's related to one of the readings, both the readings, I don't know, or just the people that are listening to this introduction. And it's Sink or Swim by One Republic. Not people that a band that I listen to, but Sink or Swim by One Republic. And I guess that's the choice, isn't it? You do have two choices in life, don't you? Sink or swim, suck it and see. It is kind of what it is, isn't it? Got two choices. The end result's the same in life, isn't it? The end result of everybody's life is the same. We're all going to, the same thing's going to happen to us all, not in the same way, but the same thing is going to happen to us all, isn't it? I guess it's about the choices you take. That's a bit deep, isn't it? A bit deep. So the first card is the Past Life Energy deck. All right, the Oracle, Past Life Energy Oracle. I have done a walkthrough of it. It's a beautiful deck. It's got a really nice feel to it. And I love using it in conjunction with the Intuitive Whispers deck that we're going to use as well. They work really well together. But I don't know if I've used them with the Angel Wisdom before. 1 and 2. I'm not going to do a third pile. Done that by mistake, didn't I, last time? I was absolutely flabbergasted. If you go on this playlist, on the past life playlist, you'll see. And I was thinking, well, where did that one come from? So I'm conscious this time. I know what I'm doing. I always think there's something there, though, and there was something in that message for both piles. So I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes you think, what reason could that have been? What on earth could that have been? It doesn't make sense sometimes, does it? But it is what it is. We just have to, I don't know. You've got two choices. You can live your life or not, can't you? I don't know why I'm getting all deep today. I don't know if it's like the energy around. I think the whole world is in a bit of a shock, whether you agree with political, whatever the opinions are. That's not what I'm focusing on. I don't care about any of that. I just think it's awful things happen in the world that people see. And I'm not even going to mention it, but I think that might be why the feel is different today. That might be why. Did you see the reflexes? 0404. That might be significant in some way. 0404. Maybe we all need to ground our energy a little bit. And if we all ground and center our energy together, we can make wonderful things happen. Kind of how I feel with that 4-4, me, you, grounding our energy, centering our energy into something, join that together, makes 8. And then you can do the magic. Something magical happens. Maybe it's that. So hopefully it's going to be a quick reading. Hopefully. And we'll see what the messages are that come out. Because it's just 3 cards. So yeah, pile 1, pile 2. If you listened to this introduction Put some stars in the comments. I feel like we need some stars in the comments. I don't know. Just pop some stars in the comments, yeah? Some little wishing stars or stars in the comments if you listen to the introduction. And we'll get on with pile number 1, yeah? Cool. Ding! 0523. 0523. Pile number 1, this is for you. Let us see what your reading is, shall we? So the first card is the past life theme, which has your past, which is the past life oracle. You've got personal power here, pile number 1. I like this. Strength, determination. I do think you're a force to be reckoned with, yeah? And I 100% feel like this is creeping into your energy now. It's like this is your soul blueprint. That's how I'm seeing this. Is like this is part of your blueprint. That's what it is. It is part of your soul's blueprint. This personal power, strength, determination. Obviously, when you see the strength card, I feel the word strength. I feel the strength card coming into it as well. So this is someone that gets on top of their emotions too. And determination, not giving up. When you hit a wall, it's like, okay, I'll clear the wall. In fact, I'm not just going to clear the wall. I'm going to make something out of what I've just cleared as well. Kind of how I feel with this one. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. There's just a huge amount of wood on here, which is an earth element, which is for me about grounding as well. Maybe that's why 0404 was important. Maybe you're feeling particularly grounded at the moment. Maybe you need to ground yourself at the moment. I do believe that you always see the light through the trees, though. I'm very drawn to the sunlight coming through the branches in the trees, which says to me that you always have hope, doesn't it? If you can see the light through the tunnel, or the light at the end of the tunnel, or the light through the trees, I just feel like you've always had this faith about you that you just know it's all going to be all right no matter what you're going through. And perhaps this is something that's carrying through as well. Okay, the past life lesson. Now, this is where we have a tarot card, which could have 3 different messages on. If it's a court card, it won't. And if it's a major arcana, you'll only have the 2 messages on there. So we'll see what you've got. Oh, you've got the 7 of Wands. Personal power, strength, and determination is your past life theme, yeah? And right now, the lesson, stand up for yourself and your beliefs, yeah? Because that's where your personal power comes from. And guess what card is associated with this card here? Guess what it is? It's the strength card. It's the card number 11. Now, in this deck, in Radley Valentine's deck, he swaps 8 and 11 round. 8 is justice, and strength is 11. And you got it. Card number 11. I mean, it's most definitely coming through for you. Goodness me, stand up for yourself and your beliefs, have confidence, challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. There was a reading, and I think it came out yesterday, unless I change the order a bit, sometimes I do that. So yesterday or the day before, where it was about choosing your battles wisely. And very much about personal power again. I'm very drawn to all of these symbols here. You see all these symbols. Maybe lots of things are aligning for you at the moment. Might be. You've got Ariel as well. Ariel, however you want to say it. The Lioness of God. Makes sense, doesn't it, when you've got the Strength card on here? There's definitely something about the elements and working with the elements here, working to your advantages. You know, I am picking up like magician, where it's like wearing the right hat for the right job, you know, picking the right tool, because the magician has all tools at their disposal, and it's about picking the right one. Because I am feeling elements around you, like working with elements, being in tune with the elements that are around you, and that sort of thing, being more connected. Look, she's even got a clenched fist here. Her fist is even clenched. Huge theme in your life. Having to be strong, having to be resilient, having to stand up for your beliefs, having to stick by your morals. You know, never backing down, but still choosing your battles wisely. You know, you could probably go at someone, but it's like, it's just not the right time to do that. Not the right time. You can wait. You can wait. Even when it's being hurled at you, yeah, because now I kind of see it as these all being hurled at you, and it's like, oh, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait. It's like you're waiting for that particular moment before you know. I want them to show all their cards, because I've got something to fire back at every single one of them. You know, I don't want them to be forewarned. I want them to blurt it out. Oh dear, my goodness, pile number 1. Okay. What's the past life gift? Now, this is where you've got the Intuitive Whispers card. It's actually turned over when I was getting all my decks ready, what I was going to use today. I never know what decks I'm going to use. I sit in here for a little while before I really know what I'm going to do. I don't have a definite plan when I walk through the door. The sort of plan kind of happens when I sit down. It's the only way I can put it. I voice note a couple of people. Sometimes I get a voice note back, and that's what gives me the inspiration for the reading. You never know. You never know how the readings are going to go. What is meant for you is not going to pass you by. I say this all the time, don't I? I say it all the time on the channel. What is meant for you will find you. Yeah, it will not pass you by. So no matter what way you go around things, doesn't really matter. Time is an illusion. You've got the clock on there. Time is an illusion. What is meant for you is not going to pass you by. If it's meant for you in this lifetime, the next lifetime, the time after that, it's for you. We're looking at your soul, you know, it's not going to pass you by. But it's up to you how soon you bring it into your life. And I think it's about embodiment as well. It's not just about doing something, it's about being something. No? With your whole self, being it, with your whole self, all in. Not half in, half out, all in. I think that's my battle as well, you know, being all in something. But life takes over. You have to kind of play the game to some extent, don't you, to survive the life that we live. But what is meant for you will find you. It will not pass you by. Pile number 1, that's your reading. And your gift is knowing that. I think maybe you're one of these people that know, I'm destined to be a millionaire. I know it. I just hope it's this lifetime. But I know it. I'm on the frequency. I'm on that millionaire frequency. Are you? I am. That's your reading, pile number 1. That is your reading, pile number 1. Did you enjoy that? What can we put in the comments? Put some clocks or some sand timers in the comments. Yeah, clocks or sand timers in the comments. Set yourself a goal even. Maybe put when you want to achieve what you want to achieve. You don't have to put what you want to achieve, but put your time frame in there. Put it in the comments. I want to achieve, question mark, blah, blah, blah. Lock it in. Commit to it. Right, let's do pile number 2, shall we? Ding. 1452. 1452, pile number 2. let's have a little look at your past life energy here. Yes, so the past life theme, this is using a past life energy card. Oh, you've got Archangel Raziel. Interesting that you've got that as a theme. Inspiration, mysteries, Akashic records. Maybe you've always been in this lifetime really interested in the unexplainable, metaphysical, spirituality, anything. Doesn't have to do, I think just looking into everything, look what the researching the mysteries, researching the lost cities, researching Atlanta, researching Lemuria, all. Do you know what I mean? I feel like your whole life this has been what you're wanting to know about, all those sorts of things. Just very inquisitive, maybe very connected, in fact, with Raziel coming up here. Angel of secrets, mysteries, truths. Coming down on the rainbow rays, Raziel. But I also feel like it's about everything, wanting to know about everything. The good, the bad. I don't know, I feel like you see through a lot of stuff as well. Be interesting to know what your tarot card is. So this is the past life lesson. Yes, we're going to look at this tarot card, but there might be other symbols on there to give us a little bit more information. Let's see what we've got first. Oh, you've got the Ace of Swords. You are looking for truth. You most definitely are looking for truth on everything. You look at everything from every angle. It's like you go in the ins and outs of a duck's behind. You want to know everything there is to know about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. You've got the association here of the Hanged Man, the card number 12, which is the Hanged Man. It's about looking at things from all angles, isn't it? Looking at something from a completely different perspective. Flip it on its head. Look at it from a different perspective. If you was to look at the cards and you turn them upside down and everything fell down, that's kind of the thing that I'm looking at with you. It's like I'm flipping the whole thing on its head. Like, how did that start? You might even have an autistic mind. My son wants to know how things work. He took he took the toilet apart at school. I think he was 5 then, because he wanted to know how it worked. Yeah, he got suspended for that. He got suspended for the most ridiculous things. And it's an inquisitive mind. He has an inquisitive mind. He wants to know how things work, but not just the fact that you do that, it flushes and the water goes down. He wants to know what happens after you've made that flush inside. What does that do? And then what does that bit do? And then what does that bit do? And then what does that bit do? He wants to know all that. So he pulled the toilet apart. And like I say, he was 5 then. And he's always had an inquisitive mind, but very different to other people. Are you the same? Can you relate? Do you think differently to other people? But to you, it's just normal. This is just normal. This is how I think. You're able to see things on a completely different level, completely different vibration to others. You see different things. Like I see the card, but you see the card, I watched it. I was homeschooling my son yesterday. I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but I feel this is relevant. I was homeschooling my son yesterday, and he chose, because it's very much him led. He leads what he wants to do, because otherwise he's not going to do it and he's not going to enjoy it. So he leads it within reason. And yesterday we were watching Operation Ouch on YouTube. And there was one about autism, which is his superpower. That's how we explain it to him. And they gave like a demonstration of going to the park and recording all the sounds of the park, yeah, and then putting them onto separate volume switches. So you've got the rustling of the leaves on one volume switch, the tweeting of the birds on another one, a dog barking on another one, a person sitting next to you talking on another one, people walking past chattering on another one. So you could adjust all the different volumes, yeah. And a normal person would be listening to the person in front of them talking, and everything else would be in the background at various different levels, sound levels, yeah. But for an autistic person, all of those volume switches for each individual sound are up full max, full blast. So when teachers talk to people with autism or even ADHD, but I'm just focusing on autism at the minute, and they're thinking that this child is not paying attention to them, they're probably not fully paying attention to them, because every other noise around them in that vicinity is just as loud as I am talking to you right now. Can you imagine? So they learn things from a different perspective. They talk in a different way. They understand in a different way, because they understand on such a deep level that we just wouldn't understand. I hope I've explained myself right there. But it really opened my eyes as being a parent to a child with autism. That really opened my eyes as to, my goodness, no wonder he holds his, he won't wear headphones. He doesn't like the feel of them, and he doesn't like things in his ears either. He doesn't like the feel of it. So it's really awkward for him, so a low stimulus areas is best for him. Anyway, is that the same with you? He's just got an inquisitive mind. Have you got an inquisitive mind? That was a really long tangent there. Okay, a really long tangent. And I feel like you come up with brilliant ideas. Like, where did that even come from? I didn't even know you knew anything about that. My son will come up with words that I certainly haven't taught him. Most of the time I have to look them up because I don't know what they mean. But you know what I'm like with my vocab. And he comes out with words that I haven't got a bloody clue what they mean. And I think, this is embarrassing, isn't it? He just knows them. But he communicates on a different level. And I'm kind of picking up them vibes here. It's like I'm feeling a really inquisitive mind, and that's something that's followed you since birth. There we go. Very long explanation for that. Oh, you've also got, sorry, I forgot to tell you, you've also got Archangel Chamuel on this card. And that's about he who sees God, or he who seeks God. If you're not religious, see this as he who sees or he who seeks. If you don't see it, you're going to find out. So you do see it. Yeah, you're going to find out. But you're not just going to find out on a surface level. You are going to find out. All right? That's what I get for you. Pile number 2. What is your past life gift from the Intuitive Whispers deck? I've got no idea. Clear limiting beliefs. I like that, actually, as your gift. It's like, don't put limitations on yourself. I don't think it's even you putting the limitations on yourself. I think it's the world around you, the environment around you, that puts the limitations on somehow. I don't think it's you. I think that the limiting beliefs is maybe I don't have enough resources, I don't have enough this, I haven't got enough that, I'm not enough whatever. But you are more than enough, and you don't really need anything to make a start. You don't, because if you're good at what you do, someone will pick you up and move you with you. They will. I'm still waiting for that. Clear limiting beliefs. Being the number 17 as well, you could do anything that you manifest. You can, but you've got to take the action. It's not about thinking about something. You've got to take the action, which I think you would do. Your time will come. Your time will come. It has to. It does have to. That's how I feel it. And I think you know that as well. Your time will come. That's your reading, pile number 2. Wasn't that bizarre? You got a palindrome right at the end, 2552. Right at the end, I saw that. 2552. Maybe there's something in that. 2552. Might be something in that. That's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, hype. Join me again tomorrow. I post daily. They're different videos every day. I'll see you soon. Thank you.